Hello, welcome to my channel. This is admission info and more with Temitope. I'm glad to have you here, and I will be telling you 5 quick tips for successful exam preparation. If you have an exam tomorrow, you have an exam you're preparing for, these 5 quick tips will definitely be useful for you. Let's get right into what you came here for. Right, the first tip is that you need to study past questions. The essence of studying past questions is to know how the lecturer set his or her questions. That would guide you to know how to study. But in a situation whereby that is the first time the lecturer will be taking that course, probably the lecturer was changed, then what you need the past question for is just to know the likely topics they get to ask during examination. So the first tip is study past questions. Get to meet people ahead of you, get past questions from them, study them to know the likely topics and how the lecturers ask questions. This will help you to know the likely questions they ask when it comes to compulsory questions. It will definitely guide you. The second tip is that set questions for yourself and answer those questions the way you will do in the exam hall. This helps you to know what to write when you see such questions in the exam. What I'm saying is this: sometimes when you already know the topics that you were taught in a semester, you can just bring out 5 topics out of all the topics. You might not be able to know all. You understand? So when you set 5 questions from each topic, that means you already have a broad knowledge of each topic. That doesn't mean you will not read other topics, but those 5 topics, you know them 99.5%. So what you need to do is that set questions on them and then sit down like an exam hall. Meanwhile, you can actually get resources to answer those questions. The answers you give to those questions will help you to easily know what to write when you get to the exam hall. So it is important that you set your questions. Set questions for yourself. Practice those questions to know your ability. That will help you to know if you can really answer those questions if you see them. A test you have sat for before the main test, when you see the main test, you would not be worried or you will not be scared because you have solved something like that before. That is what the second tip is all about. So the third point is, a few hours to your exam, study the questions you have answered. That means everything you've jotted down, take your time to go through them. Find somewhere quiet to sit and just go through everything you've studied. You don't need to stay where it's noisy, because when we start talking, you get to panic, especially if you're with your friends and they start talking about stuff that you're not even sure of. So it's better you sit down with your jottings and just go through it, for a while, before the exam. So that's the third point. Study the questions you've answered like an hour to the exam. The fourth point is, do not panic. You don't have to be afraid of anything. It's an exam. It's a normal thing. You're going to write several exams. So this particular exam you want to write should not even scare you. Like, exam is just normal. So far you have read, go with confidence that you have everything under control. So do not panic. Any exam you approach with fear, you have everything, let's say you're feeling it. So be calm and then do not fear. You don't need to be afraid of anything. So far you've studied, you've prepared well, you definitely have something to write. So you can't fail. Okay? Then the last one is this: say a word of prayer. Just say a word of prayer. Pray to God to help you remember all you have studied. And relax. After you pray, relax, be calm, and solve the questions. Solve it with all boldness. Okay? Solve it with all boldness. Solve it. Write whatever comes to your head that you're sure of. Write it. And I'm very sure you'll come out of the exam hall with smiles all over your faces. Situation whereby maybe you couldn't answer all, you still do not need to fear. You are prayed. And if you believe in God you pray too, then you should expect success. So I'm sure you'll come out smiling. And then don't bother checking your answers in your notes. You don't need that, okay? The next thing is, go and study for the next paper. All right. Thank you. Well, thank you for watching. I want you to subscribe. If this has really helped you, please subscribe and also give me a thumbs up, like the video. You can also share to your friends. And thank you once again. Bye.